Hello, a warm welcome today to Conny Decorating, and of course with heart, and with heart is Micha, the cameraman. Exactly, and we are really lucky today that the sun is still shining. We initially thought we would be making the entrance in sleet and such. We are really lucky, just look at this. It's truly a finale here. And today we did it. We finally brought our entrance back into the Christmas spirit, and we did it with some planting, but also with a few DIYs. We enhanced a wreath from the autumn season, as well as the sled that had been sitting in the shed for a long time. And dear ones, if you want to know how this entrance works, stay tuned, because we will show you now. And before we finish the entrance, we obviously need a beautiful door wreath, and we are going to enhance it. For those who have seen the last videos, or in autumn, this is our autumnal door wreath, where we have the physalis. I had mostly used the white heath and the rose hips here, and it has been hanging until now. I still find it wonderfully beautiful, and I thought it would be a shame to leave it as it is, so we will just enhance it. I'll take the ribbon away for now. I only wrapped it once and it can be reused again. And the physalis I have simply just attached here with this patent, and of course you can easily pull them out again. I'm going to take all of these out completely for now. And what I had briefly tried before is this effect spray from the hardware store. I have used this time and again, and I just looked at how it looks when you spray the corn leaves a little bit. This really gives you that Christmas look quite well, and the leaf also looks a bit fresher right away. And so we are now enhancing the corn leaves. I'm just applying the spray a bit everywhere. I leaned out of the window, just leaned out and sprayed it completely, especially the corn leaves. And I have now sprayed it all over. It already has a really nice Christmas festive touch. Now I take the patent ones that I had earlier for the physalis, and I have these outdoor balls. If you remember, I had put the green ones in a basket on the terrace, and now I have these red tones here, and red is of course a beautiful Christmas color. I'm just going to attach them here like this. These are plastic balls, which are of course wonderfully weather resistant, and they are attached here quite well. You could remove the plug here, although they are all quite secure. You could go around here with hot glue if you want to make sure that it is really secure and stormproof, and yes, weatherproof. But I think that's enough, and now I'm going to attach the balls all around the door wreath. I just put the balls in. You can of course arrange them in a way that looks neat. I just stuck it in here, but I already checked where the ribbon was before, and the ribbon was here. So I need this position. So this will be at the top later. And I just turned on the hot glue gun again so that we can place the cinnamon sticks in between here. That means we have these beautiful shades of red with the rose hips and the balls. Then this natural light green, yes, through the hay, this beige, and a bit of brown and rust fit in here as a contrasting mix. And I actually have these rust trees, which I find really fantastic. And you can simply stick it in here at the bottom like this. And I will do that now. I have a large fir tree here carefully, but the pica, yes, it goes in quite well. That means we can add a little fairy tale element in here. Then I'll take a small fir tree. I really like it a lot, especially now with this D look, because we were able to place the little trees here at two different heights. And I still have a piece of this ribbon here, which we also have on our sled. You'll see that shortly. And that is, of course, fantastic, because now the decoration reflects with the ribbons, creating a unity. So I think the hot glue is now hot. And now I will take my cinnamon sticks and apply some hot glue here and attach the sticks. And 2 pine cones will also fit in nicely. I'm just going to do this here again as a small group. I think it's really great. And then we are already done, just like that. And before the entrance is completely finished, we still need to do a bit of planting. And Micha and I went out today and got a few things over on the other side, a few Christmas roses and a few firs, sugarloaf pine. And what else do we have here? Eggs. I also got a few gutterian. And I think we won't do much here in the front because we also have large decorations, and otherwise it will be too crowded. But I would say let's plant these few things here once again. That was our last planting. So I took out these things that had faded. Maybe you can remember this is the branch I had also added a few cones to it. It was all full of leaves. Because we have an incredible number of trees here on the property, I have taken some out now, but I always find it super charming when there are still leaves included. So I have a snow-covered fir tree here, and I would like to place it as a height element in the arrangement. And I think I will now perhaps add a decoration in the front and fill it nicely with soil. Below we have expanded clay as drainage to prevent waterlogging, since this pot is relatively outdoors. Also this zinc pot, feel free to check here under the video. In the video description you will find the link to our website, and from there you come to Völkers because we have some really great zinc buckets and zinc pots there. I find that they always go very well with natural materials. This is really a cool mix. This one was also planted, and I have now removed the old things. I'm going to add some fresh soil now and get myself another beautiful Christmas rose. Look how beautiful it is. So the flowers from it, and how many there are, totally cool. I think it's really nice here with these leafy ones and the Christmas rose. I'm just going to take a look now. I believe I have a small fir that will be added and a bit of soil on top again. Loosened. And this beautiful, wonderfully vintage rusty zinc pot is now getting a Christmas rose and a small fir. I actually find this mix very, very cool. Firs are always a good choice, especially for Christmas, and so are Christmas roses. I think the gottery adds a beautiful touch, especially when decorating in red, highlighting that color very nicely. Does this reflect in the replanting? And here again is our willow basket. I will now fill this with a gottery, some soil, and I have larger ones in the back that I will plant in the same way. A bit of fir, Christmas rose, and that's it. In any case, a drainage layer with expanded clay should be added beforehand, or you can also make a few holes here so that the water can flow out. Let's make a bit of soil. We still have some petunias and a few pine branches, and I think it's really nice to just stick them into the branches here. You can also easily just stick them into the pot like this. This way you get some really beautiful natural height. And exactly, I'm now taking another nice pine branch here. Now we have everything nicely placed in. You can also wonderfully add nobles or Nordmann fir into the small pots here. That always looks wonderful as well. And I would say we will now get the pots as well as the sled and the wreath, and then we will decorate everything nicely here. Here in the corner, the pot was also here before, and now the large zinc pot is coming back to the ends of the steps. The small pots will go back there, and I will do that quickly. We have the hooks here on our house wall, and that is of course very optimal. I just tried to attach a large branch here, and it really didn't look good. It was a bit too much. The branch was also very, very large. But I have this little pine branch here, and I actually find it very, very beautiful when you just hang it on the wall like this. Then I place the pot a little in front of it. Before that, we have the small pot. On the other side, I actually find the one from our fir very beautiful because the branch at the bottom is still quite rooted or a bit knobby and relatively old. I think that gives it a really cool look. And then I would say I'll get the sled, the Santa Claus and the wreath. Our Santa Claus, which we always have in use, I will place right here in between. It fits quite well. In case of emergency, you could also secure it afterwards. A bit of wire or ribbon up here if it should really be very stormy. But here it is really nicely secured. I have also positioned the pot nicely from below so that it really can't tip over. Then we have our homemade sled with the string lights, and it goes up here at the entrance. So much is already waiting. So I looked around a bit with the pots because the sled should also stand out, especially later here with the string lights. The pine branch has been there for a week now, and the sled was also inside. Of course, we have left it up there for a while, but it can always be replaced with a new one. I have already put the decorations in the front, and now I will get the wreath and the doormat, and then I would say the entrance is ready. I really like it. So now that the wreath is hanging, look, it's really beautiful. And I also think that this wreath combined with the sled is really a cool combo. I am really surprised myself, and I really like it with these dried corn leaves and the gold shimmer in it, along with the brown and red tones. Personally, I really like it, and of course I hope, Micha, that you like it too. Yes, very nice. Everything is very beautifully done. The theme is Christmas, that's right, your theme is Christmas, and of course also Maritain. But now we are approaching Christmas, and I still have this super beautiful wooden string of lights. So I like those a lot too. We have had them since last year at Ulker's farm, and we have them here on the sled, and they are all of course equipped with a timer. And I would really like to incorporate it here again into the branch in front. I will store it somewhere protected with the battery compartment, because it's actually not meant for outdoor use. Then I'll see if I can get it onto the branch here in front. Done. Our entrance, the Christmas entrance, we did it a bit late, but we managed it and we really like it. I simply inserted another piece of thuja up here where I have the battery compartment, and now you can't see it, and it's super tight and very stable. One could also tie a bag around it as a tip so that no water gets in and it lasts a long time. Dear ones, we certainly hope that we could inspire you a little today, perhaps with a planting or with a revamped Christmas wreath, or even a revamped sled. So no matter which direction we would, of course, be super happy, and we are always very pleased with your thumbs up. Thank you very much again for your comments, for your loyal watching, your endless watching, and for commenting. So really, thank you very much again for that, from the bottom of my heart, Micha. Yes, I think so too. Also from Laura at this point, we all greet you. Stay very healthy. The days will be decorated again, of course, for Christmas, and we are already looking forward to it. So until then, your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman, exactly. Bye.